Assassin's Creed Shadows DLC features a spookier vibe. Sam Seppiel over at Insider Gaming. Assassin's Creed Shadows creative producer Jonathan Dumont has revealed new details about the Claws of Awaji DLC, stating it will feature a spookier and different vibe. Ahead of the release, Dumont shared information about the game's post-launch content during an interview with Game Rant. The creative producer stated that Assassin's Creed Shadows Claws of Awaji DLC will act as a continuation of the adventure and story of the two protagonists. The DLC will feature a different vibe, a bit spookier, he added. Interesting. Dumont also stated that Assassin's Creed Shadow features a definite ending, and the Claws of Awaji DLC events occur after the core story of the main game. This means players will have much to explore after completing the base game, as the DLC will introduce 10 plus hours of additional gameplay. I saw the teaser trailer. Isn't really much there, to be honest. So we'll just see how it goes. But during the same interview, Dumont also discussed the bonus pre-order quest for Assassin's Creed Shadows, the Throne to the Dog. The creative producer described it as a, quote, simple yet heartfelt side quest, end quote. Michael, where are you at with Shadows? Are you getting any more excited? It's only 2 weeks away now at this point, and 10 more hours of DLC after the main game is all done.
Nervously excited, Drew, right? Still coming off the back of our last popular release, Monster Hunter. Curious to see how the day one performance of these games is going to be, because we've had a couple of big ones, right? I don't remember Avowed having a day one patch. Kingdom Come did not have a day one patch to my recollection. And then all of a sudden, boom, Monster Hunter. Doesn't work on PC. Curious to see if Assassin's Creed Shadows, because it needs a clean launch, right? Like, it needs to be one of those games, because if it's not clean on release, I think it's going to turn away a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Everything they're saying is great about the game. The fact DLC is already planned is great. Curious when that DLC is actually going to drop. Is it going to be middle of this year? How many more DLCs do they have planned? Curious how that lines up. I just want this game to have a good release, Drew, because I like Assassin's Creed. Not as big a fan as you are, but I like playing the games. But they're one of those, it's that series where, like, if it's buggy, I'm just going to go do something else, right? I'm going to go back to Monster Hunter. I'm going to go back to Avowed. I don't want this game to have a poor release, so I'm optimistically nervous, Drew. Hype level's probably at a 9, but that can quickly go sour if the game on release is Star Wars Outlaw levels.
Which is, yeah, right? It's the worry of another Assassin's Creed game and a worry of another Ubisoft title. I think that's where it kind of lies, right? There's a lot riding on Shadows. I know there's a lot of hype. I'm hyped behind it. Taking ourselves finally to feudal Japan, something the fans have been asking for a decade. We're finally getting there, right? So there's a lot of hopes and dreams and wishful thinking on this one. We'll see if they're able to pull it off. I know I'm excited, dude. I can't wait. Our code should hopefully be any minute. So I'm kind of waiting on that, and we're going to be diving in head first and grinding at the hours, because they say there's campaigns about 30 to 40 hours. 80 hours of side content, and then we got another 10 hours of DLC content coming up as well. Can we keep that momentum going? Will I be here for 100 hours, or will I be here for 10 to 15 and go, okay, I'm done, right? People reach their point and they burn out. So Assassin's Creed has been now absent for 2 years, right? Mirage came out in 2023. So where are we now lining up here 2 years later? Is that enough of a gap? I think it is. I think people are like, if we went back to back to back to back, which they're talking about doing 2 in a year, ridiculous. Just because there is so much content, makes me a little nervous. A spookier vibe though, Michael. Ooh, where are you going here, Ubisoft? Because I know when Hexy drops, that is a creepier vibe altogether. Yep. That's the whole game, right? That's the theme. Is the DLC a setup into Hexy then? That becomes my question.